Guys, Uber here, bringing you the beginning of I'm gonna call Road to WCQ 2012, which is World Championship Qualifier, basically Nationals 2012. Today I'm gonna be talking about the deck that I'm currently using, and I'll just like I did with Philly, I'm gonna be posting videos or like how to prepare for this big event that's coming, because it's obviously Nationals is a bit different on YCS, just because the quality of players is better in a way that everybody has gone through the invite process, where in a YCS you basically participate against a bunch of people. So today I'm going to talk about dragons, KS dragons to be specific. I am going to try to talk about heretics later on, and heretics and rabbit, and what might be the right meta call to play this for this event at the end of the month. So I'm gonna show you guys the deck that I'm playing and been working on. I'm really leaning towards this deck for Nationals. Hope you guys like it. Feel free to comment and review my deck. My side deck options are fairly strong, I can say. There's still a little things that I want to fit in, because I am trying to prepare for the troll decks, countdown and burn. Pretty much you actually have to side for those decks now. Countdown being the hardest matches for this deck in particular. I am using numerous cards of like it's just like I can't believe I'm dedicating at least I think like 7 cards to that deck. So whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Alright, so for the main deck, we all know the trump card, Future Fusion. You open this, you set up your graveyard, you win. Unfortunately, I just found out you can warning this. I didn't know that. Like, for the longest time, I didn't think you could warning this compared to like Dojo or Inferno Launcher, but apparently you can warning it now. We all know how this card works in the sets of the graveyard. Your Eclipses set up for Darkon and Red Ice. So this is the best card in the deck. It's basically Painful Choice. Almost as good as Painful Choice. Reborn, basically. I'm starting with the spells because it's only a few of them. Basically, Staples Heavy, Dark Hole, Charge for a Light Brigade for the Lysorn engine, 2 Solars for the draw power. I'm only playing 2 Sols, I'll explain why in a second. Allure, one Forbidden Lands, still use 1. I really like this card still in the main deck. Unfortunately, I can't fit 2, but 1 is still in the job for me right now. And my personal tech, Light Redemption. What this card does, for people that don't know, you pay 800 light points to add a remove from play light monster from your banished area and add it back to your hand. So you're able to grab back a BLS that you banished to summon like a Light Portal Dragon or stuff like that. So this is a really cool tech, and it's faster than return. Alright, for the monster lineup now. 3 Turgais, because the deck needs the speed and boost and the dark count. Basically, Turgai engine follows with Sengen, and now there is another card that I'm adding to this engine, which is Not Assailant. He's also a fiend. Now, what Not Assailant does is when he's sent directly from your hand to the graveyard, you're able to grab a flip effect monster back from your deck. So with that said, you can already see why I only play 2 Solars. I am able to grab my Reiko off the graveyard. I know I could play 3 Solars, but I really having trouble. I might add the 3rd Solar because I'm able to grab my Reiko back if I pitch this for Pulsar Dragon, and it's an extra target Sengen. Target if you do open with Sengen. If I open this in my hand, I feel safe. I feel like summoning Pulsar Dragon is not like a 2, like discarding 2 to get 1. It's basically a 1-for-1 for Pulsar, which is really good. I really like them. So I've been trying this. Me and Akuma 1921 have been talking about this card and how to fit it in. So I'm trying it right now. So that's the Target engine, Not Assailant. I think it's German. Yeah, whatever. The dragons, 3 Pulsars, pretty standard, nothing special. 2 Flares, really strong against Dark Worlds and Insectors. It's a really good card. Only 2 Wyverns because you do not want to end up sending it to the graveyard when you don't have a target, and then your opponent gets to check your deck and hand to make sure you don't have a target, because the effect is to banish a dragon level 7 or higher is mandatory, so you have to make your opponent can verify your trigger deck. So that's why we only run 2. 2 red eyes, because 3 is kind of like, it adds to too many boss monsters, and 2 seems to work consistently right now. Dark Arm, and that's it for the dragons. Now for the chaos monsters, still running 2 chaos sorcerers and 1 BLS. BLS being the light. For the hand traps, 1 Trago, 1 Gorse, triple Veiler, 1 Maxi. That's the hand traps. The Trago is really helpful. I am thinking of taking it out though, but like F saved me a couple times against Heretics, because when Heretics go off and you do open this, they have no choice but to keep going, and they do bring out Photon Bouncer to negate Gorse. So it's always good to have the continuous effect of Trag will save you, because Photon Bouncer cannot negate Trag's effect because it's continuous. And then the Lightstorm engine, 3 Lilas, 2 Raikos, my Italian, thank you. 1 Card Trooper, and I replaced the Honest, and I'm trying this instead because it works perfectly with my Light Redemption, which can set up a really cool place when I can use this effect to banish cards like VLS or Lila, and be able to, you know, grab the cards back from out of play. Like for example, if I have Solar and this in my hand and this, I'm able to, if I have Lila in the graveyard, I can summon this, copy Lila, use the effect, break a back row, and then Light Redemption, grab the Lila, use my Solar. So there's a lot of potential for this card. I really want this to be, you know, I really thought about this card when Light Wraith first got introduced. So I don't know, I really like this card. So Phantom Chaos for my final monster. For the side deck, again, I am gonna work on this. I probably won't show you guys my final side deck for Nationals, because, you know, a lot of people have to keep their own ideas to themselves. But this is what I'm leaning towards right now. 1 DD Crow, Mirror Match. Usually, you know, get out the red eyes out of the graveyard and leave the pulse with no targets. Insectors, obviously. Only 1. 1 Maxi. Basically, it's the second Maxi. This is for Heretics and Windups, because Windups didn't see him play now that Maxi has dropped in use. Because Veiler doesn't really stop the Windup loop. It does stop it, but like again, if the Windups have trap cards and you can't go around it, this'll at least flow to make you flow to your deck. 1 Electrovirus for the mirror match. And I use this for Rabbit too. I know this I macro sometimes, but I still set it in, because you can tribute for Pulsar. This is the card I've been trying now. Stillbird. What this card does is basically you can flip this card. When this card flips summon, you deal 1,000 damage. And during that turn, you can flip this card back face down. So this is my out to Final Countdown right now. I know a lot of people are using wave motion cannons, but I know they side into MSTs. They hold you off. They try to hold you off a lot, and then try to stall, and then, you know, they'll scoop game 2, and right when time's about to get called, and they'll side the triple golden ladybugs and like poison the old man to gain life. So this is my out to like deal damage in time, which is good. It's strong 1,000 damage because they're able to take hits. So basically, you want to have either game on the board ready to do it in one blow, otherwise they're gonna set up for the Raid of Hope. So this is what I'm gonna be using for. I'm probably gonna stick with Silver for Nationals. So 1 Shadow Mirror for Dark Worlds and Insectors. Double Torrential Tribute for Equalizer, because this deck's field presence once a graveyard setup is almost irrelevant. Aside is for Rabbit and Insectors and Heretics. Almost every matchup really. It's not so much a mirror match, but I still do sometimes. 1 Decree for the burn, Rabbit, rogue matches really. Great Keepers, really, we haven't really talked about Great Keepers, but I know they're creeping, like, you know, they're trying to sneak in there. And then one Skill Drain. This card is really, really good, because once you have Pulsar floating, you can manipulate the board with this. You can control Insectors with this card, and Rabbit especially too. You know, the Doka negations. It's also for traps. Double MST, I think 3 is a little too much for this deck. 2 is fine. I was also thinking Night Beam, but I like MSTs for right now. I might do Night Beams, maybe. I'm kind of thinking about it. Double Soul Taker for the Mirror Match and Heroes, and a Soul Item for Rapids. It's basically, this card basically has replaced Smashing Ground for this format right now, because 2 decks, the main deck of that, which is Dragons right now, revolves around the timing of Pulsar. So basically, if that wasn't the case, this would probably be Smashing Ground. So this card is basically just popular because of that. So I think it won't last long. And then my final side deck card is Prohibition. Basically, when you're playing decks like Final Countdown or Burn, you know, you call their Swift Scarecrow just so you're able to swing for game. There is another card that I'm thinking to use my side deck, but I'm not gonna say it right now. I'm gonna hold it to myself. It's probably gonna. I know I'm gonna see people use it, but I'm gonna hold it for myself right now. For the extra deck, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know how you guys want to fit this, but like, this is how I did it. Gore's token, the 4 Danny tokens that I use when I'm playing Burn. They give me Geometrios, so I have some use for these now. My YCS token, and for Synchros, Armory Arm. Remember, Joe Bogley, Armory Arm, Joe Bogley, Armory Arm. Think about it. 1 Wyvern, because you win games with that by itself. That means Levier, Leviathan, and 10 Tempo. Some at 3s. No Ethical, no Giga Brilliant. 1 Utopia for my 4s, 1 Butterfly, and 1 Roach for Mirror Match. So my 4s, and then for my 6s, 1 Atom, 1 Exabeetle, 1 Photon Strike Bouncer, and 1 Forced Focus. So all these cards are good. You guys should all know why you have to run all 4 of these. And then Gaia, because you have to run it just to overlay it on top of 6s, and then you have to run this because you're on Future Fusion pretty much. So that's the deck I'm using right now. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video and keep up. I am gonna, like I promised, I am gonna try to get some games in for the Teledad deck that I made. I do have one event before Nationals. I think is my locals having Clash of the Cards, where the prize pool is 3 Streak Bouncers, Strike Bouncer, I think they're called, right? Strike Bouncer? Yeah, Strike Bouncer. 3 Strike Bouncers, 3 Card Cardies, and 3 Rescue Rabbits. It's gonna be a Stratford. It's gonna be the weekend before National. So if anybody is there, you know, you're welcome to come and say hi to me. You know, I am looking for some more videos. So, you know, don't. I do want to do some dual videos with Teledad deck, so I'll try to do whatever I can. So don't forget to like this video, and until next time, Uber Zero out.